The concerns that you should have about this thing is just about Plan 2050. It's bad, trust me. But the part you should also be concerned about is the procedures and bylaws under which the Winnipeg Metropolitan Region functions. What does it say in there? Clause 21 is about how the board votes on things. So when the WMR, Winnipeg Metropolitan Region, wants to do something, they get the board together and they vote on it, right? 18 members of municipalities, and then there's a handful of other people, like the president of the WMR Corporation, something like that. And when this whole thing came out, I went around to a bunch of municipalities and I asked them about this voting, and they said, "Oh, Ken, it's perfectly fine, because there's 18 of those communities. Each one of us gets a vote, so we can vote for it. It's perfectly democratic." The clause inside of this Winnipeg, inside the operational procedures isn't none. It's like there's 4 pieces to it. Clause 21. It says that any decisions made by the Winnipeg Metropolitan Region will be voted on by the board and a majority rules. That sounds democratic. You know, you got 18 members, 10 people vote yes, you win, right? Oh, but we forgot about the next point to this. There is no vote of that board that's valid unless the voting majority represents over 50% of the population on all of the communities. Guess why? 82% of the population is in the city of Winnipeg. So the city of Winnipeg has veto power over any planning decision you may hear in Springfield. Now, I want to tell you something else about this. November 2023, and you can go look this up on the Winnipeg Metropolitan Region's website, because their board meeting minutes are there. On November 23rd, I believe, I'll go by my memory, the board voted as to whether or not they were going to proceed with this extremely flawed Plan 2050. Every member voted for. Your mayor voted for. Every there except one wasn't there. They voted for. You can download these minutes off of our website. Now, before I get into really how bad Plan of 2050 is, and I've already used up half of the time, you might wonder, how did it get so bad? Well, I got an answer to that too, because I did not research. You see this box on this slide here? I blazer box, not my bills. I took this right out of their Plan 2050. I photocopied it and I reproduced it here for you. I also went through the list of all of the staff and people they used on Plan 2050. Did I just point it? I want to point some of these things out too. They've got a group here called the Honest Agency. I'm not making this up. You go look it up yourself. The Honest Agency. What do you think they do? What? Now, wait a minute. I didn't say that. But you think that one's good? Wait a minute. Look at this one. Pan Site Predictive Science. Do you know what they do? This comes off their website. Pan Site, remember, this is a planning document. You know, can a church go beside a sewage treatment plant? Hey, your house go beside a sixplex. That's what it's supposed to be about, right? PAP Site Predictive Science has made it possible to accurately know how someone will respond to imagery, messaging, and experiences based on instincts hidden in the debris. We then construct the optimum human interface at scale and across any audience, channel, and technology. What in are there any children in the room? What in the hell has that got to do with planning in the RM of Springfield? Somebody tell me that. No, it's even worse than that. They've got consultants in here, and as you page down, well, you can see some of the supporters for some of these companies here. David Suzuki Foundation, Generate Canada, Canada Alliance for Net Zero Ag or Frigging. What does that mean? Your truck you're going to plug in for electricity? I catch out myself, and Emma have got a lot of time, but my wife and I were just in Korea, and we were listening to the government person, tell us about fantastic they're doing on their electrical conversion program. And 60% of the cars are electricity. Everybody's do this, and I do this. Where's your electricity come from?
75% coal plants, petrochemicals.
I drift.